Alright, y'all, now we come up on the final stretch of the gambit. Now it's going to be me coloring Delta. I still got to do more. I'm going to still do more here. I got to put abilities down here where this move's going to be. You see already, I put a little post up for y'all earlier of a little bit of breakdown of the character and the moves and whatnot. You know, power scaling as far as the abilities and what chi is and what it breaks down into and whatnot. And I brought this whole power scaling here. I invented that. I thought about that like, man, almost 30 years ago, a long time ago. Back when Street Fighter was big, when the Street Fighter animated movie came out, they're measuring in ki and stuff. So I came with that whole breakdown of. I made it differently. I call it Shai. I call it Shai or ki still per se, but it's spelled with the e at the end for meaning for chi extreme or millilights. Because it's energy and light, you know. So millilights, how light fraction of second energy can be formed and whatnot. So that's why I came with that. And then Diedrich's, you know what I'm saying, it was like you know, half of what it is, you know. So that's where I came with that whole spectrum on that. I'll go more into that in details. I'll go later on through when you read the book and the story to explain what this means and what that comes from and whatnot. And it's basically just a psionic output and basically the fusion of psionic energy and chi all in one. That's pretty much what chi extreme is. It's psionic energy and chi all in one, induced together and amplified, because with psionic energy that focuses off of emotion, and chi is just basically the natural energy in your body and the even flow of energy in your body. So with those two combined together, it's like having a nuclear bomb or a star implemented in you and amplified and magnified. And that's kind of what Delta has. He has that ability to carry over those powers, you know what I'm saying, that his father has. And what's unique is that he's not even the birth father, the birth son of Bam Bam. But he somehow has the ability to manipulate and bestow his powers and abilities. Explaining as to how that happened and how is that possible, I'm not going to tell you. You have to read the book and find out more why he has these abilities. He was also trained by a guardian angel as well, Angel Michael, he's saying it in Hebrew, because he was born to be the next one to hold the mantle when his father passes forth in time or in his father's absence. That's what his father has plans for him and doing. But that may or may not happen. We have to see what happens in the story, because he's kind of like, in a sense, he's not a fighter. He's more of a protector, and he doesn't like the dream world too much, so to speak, because of the fact that the horrors that it holds. He used to have night dreams growing up. He went through the same struggles as Bam did growing up, so he hates to really go into the dream world and go into Planet Phase and deal with it. He started noticing the awakening of his powers when he started noticing he can be able to control his dreams, and one day he told his dad how he was able to control his dreams and do things that he didn't think that was possible. And all of a sudden he started remembering his dreams and even fighting certain figments and people or beings that would constantly repeatedly over and over appear in his dreams. He couldn't understand as to how and why was he being chased. And that was upon the time when his father started noticing that, okay, he started remembering why this is happening, because he took that oath that he had to eventually come back and hold that mantle. Ooh, I'm giving too much information. Y'all gotta read, I gotta buy the book to know more. But anyway, that's not even in book 1. That's actually going to be explained more in detail in book 4, because book 4 is going to explain his origin story. You know, book 3 is Project Delta, giving a preface of Delta and who he is to be and what's going to happen, and how he's going to be the main character and superhero. See, everybody's thinking that I'm going to be the main character and bad but superhero. I have a short time frame and light in the story, but he's going to be the main character in a sense. Well, him and a bunch of other people, but he's going to be one of the main superpower bad butts, or, you know, kick butt people, should I say. And he's already got his own graphic novel series coming out, working on right now, him and his friends. So he's been always trying to, he's more of a writer than an artist. He does draw, but he was one to, you know, me to go ahead and draw his character for him, because I'll have him in my comic book series. So he wanted me to draw so I could be able to master how I want him to look, and then he was going to implement that, and we were going to move from there. So that way, this character, how I'm drawing Nathaniel or Delta, is going to be the canon look of who he's going to look like from now moving forward, and how he's going to look in his style. And this is just a battle style version of him right here in his suit right here. Well, not in his suit, but in his outfit, like he was training and whatnot, and kind of got, you know, a little ripped up and everything and whatnot. So I think he's going to really like this. He hasn't seen how this character looks yet. I tagged him already, so he's probably going to see it. But right now, of course, he's in school. But I know he's going to love it. He's one of my biggest fans. He the one that came to me and told me back in the day when I was on hiatus from my drawing, still trying to learn how I was going to get it to go out. Back when Dragon Ball Battle of the Gods came out, and I had already got my copyright completed, and I was working on part 7 of the original book. And he was like, Dad, they're still in your idea. Look, there's a cat character on there on Dragon Ball. It looks just like your character. And I said, what? And it was a character named Beerus. And I said, oh, snap. My book ain't been released yet, and they're already copying my style and my swag. That's how I felt about it. Real talk. I know I sound like, you know what I'm saying, your boy, what's his name? Lil Richie. You know what I'm saying? But for real. Like, seriously, yo, like, I even got an old video on YouTube explaining that too. That was like way back in it's like 99, 2000, way before Battle of the Gods came out, way before all that crap. Because Battle of the Gods only came out like 2014. My book was done, copywritten, and completed, and ready to, for me to start working on doing publishing around 2002. So when my son saw that, he just flipped out and just told me, and his friend saw it, and I couldn't believe it. So when I looked, I was like, whoa, he's not lying, he dead serious. And I said, you know what, that lets me know I'm on the right page and I'm on the right path. He's like, I was like, damn, how am I gonna compete? Because they just stole my idea. They just stole what I was doing, where I was going. This is why it's so funny that Beerus is the strongest character on Dragon Ball, which happens to be Grey Ghost and Tom and Shaolin, which were cats. But anyway, and ninjas, or with powers that are like, you know, deities. But anyway, so that's what made me go ahead and start creating a prequel of my story series. I stopped and held the presses back and start creating a prequel of everything, explaining everything, the backstory, everything. So when everybody see my characters and see my drawings, and when they see the comic book, they don't think I'm trying to do some spin-off of Naruto and Dragon Ball and all that. No, I've been doing this for a grip, yo, way beforehand. Matter of fact, I've been drawing, like I said, doing this whole idea and whatnot since Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter was in its golden era. You know what I'm saying? So that's just for those who, you know, that maybe want to talk, or for some of the haters out there, just to give them, you know, give them something to feed off, or let you know that, hey, I ain't new to this, I'm true to this, I've been doing this. So now I had to throw that out there, because it just kind of hit me. That was something I always wanted to say and talk about. So yeah, that whole Battle of the Gods thing, yo, that whole Beerus and, you know, and Champa and all that, the brothers, they just have to be twin brothers too, twin brothers that are cats, that have deity-like powers and are called gods of destruction. And I'm telling you, man, matter of fact, I'd have put the link of my video on YouTube. But man, if you already know me, you already know how to look up RNCK or Ravage Ninja Cat Klan, or know my YouTube channels and follow me, you probably will see that already. And if you know my work and you know me and you family, I know I'm telling the truth about that. But yeah, that amazed the dirt out of me. So I was like, oh, wow. I was cool with the Super Saiyan 4 thing. I admired that, because that was kind of my vision I wanted to do when I was wanting to go. But then that came around, and I mean, because I have a Facebook page. I delete all my drawings on Facebook page. I have a Facebook RNCK page that I've had for a long, long, long time. And I used to have a lot of people that was from, like, you know, Eastern culture, Asia, Japan, that were like my artwork and stuff and like my drawings. And it was just funny when that happened and occurred, that went through, and it just makes me think and wonder. But it's neither here nor there, because it don't matter now, because we're here. And soon the book is going to be out and it's official. And I'm going to be coming, and all that's held true will be true. All my storytelling, all about, you know, the dream world, alternate dimensions, universes and whatnot, fighting against, you know what I'm saying, fallen angels or gods, so to speak, guards with the